Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Go to base.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Not today.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Ready? Mike 29. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. No. Oh, squeeze. Top.
They'll set up a throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check out.
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is. And offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Griffin. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is RG3. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long, it's Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, Brendan, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll set up to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Griffin. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
45.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ship. Go. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Check 43.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run at Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here we go. 18 gator, 18 gator. Yo, go. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Yo. Switch. Hey. Check.
2nd and 3. He'll rifle this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. Touchdown, Vikings. Randy Moss, 54 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I don't think you got it, sir.
Now it's Griffin. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. That's it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw again. Griffin. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though.
Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm coming after you. Check three.
Once again, Griffin. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Your trip is here. 55, come on, guys, 55. Hey, I'm coming.
On second and 11 now. Griffin finds his tight end Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Hey. Shit.
On first and 10, it's Griffin. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
Hey, check. 3 down. Mike.
Griffin. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Check 52. Check 50.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
You. Mark 55. Watch the run. Sponge.
Now Griffin on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Griffin flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an even 90 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
On first down, Griffin. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now Griffin. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Griffin being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Another run with Sanders. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now first and goal. Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way, the length of the field, and gave up a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Another run here with Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 8 yards there and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Griffin to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Sanders. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now RG3. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 76 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
All day, just like... 45's the mic. Time to go, night-night. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check mic 45. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
He's back to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. 55, Mike, 55. Get that quarterback here.
Here's Griffin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Stenerud on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 29, Eagles 22.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Throwing now is Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. It's a win for the Vikings.